Hi guys, this is Jennifer Terri. I make Philippine travel updates. Today is September 2. September na guys, meaning it's Christmas in the Philippines. For my foreign nationals viewers, Christmas starts in September. It means we'll start playing Christmas songs. Some will start putting up their Christmas trees. But I hope and I wish that you guys who want to be with your loved ones in the Philippines can finally be with them before Christmas. So, what are the updates on the Philippine travel, so that you can be with your family? The Bureau of Immigration released travel advisories today. Let's first start with it's a recap lang. No change, it's just a recap. So, who is allowed to travel to the Philippines? Okay, first, Filipino citizens, balikbayans, you're a former Filipino, you can bring with you your spouse or your children if they're foreigners. They can travel with you under balikbayan program. And then lastly, foreign nationals with valid and existing visas can enter the Philippines. For those holding 9A visas who are not immediate families of Filipinos, you need an EAD. So, it's just a review, guys. With the travel restrictions nga, sadly, it was extended. Very strange. Napakalabo. Extended for 5 days. May ganun pala. Kasi diba usually, they extend it for 15 days and then another 15 days. But this time, 5 days. Imagine if you had a flight on September 6. How worried would you be? But we already know that some airlines have already canceled the whole month commercial flights. I know Emirates already canceled their whole month of flights for September. So, diba, parang, bakit 5 days? But there is very interesting article that I found today, guys, na parang may pag-asa. That I will share to you a little bit later. Okay. So, for green lanes naman, they did not publish an updated list. So, we'll stick to the last one. So, ito yung last, guys. Ito yung last list ng green lanes. I know your countries is still not there, especially now with Delta. I was even surprised that on CDC's website, Australia was still there. But, yeah, Hong Kong, Taiwan po is still there. Yeah, and New Zealand. Yeah, yun lang naman yung mga countries na parang maraming Pilipino. Now, this is what I promised for those coming from the 10 countries. A Dole official po said the government is set to make an announcement on whether it will lift its ban on those coming from Oman. So, starting today, September 1 po, Oman lifted its ban on travelers from the Philippines. It is good news for our OFWs or those holding visas for Oman tourists. Yes, we are now allowed. Thank you, Oman. They welcomed us back. But Philippines ay opposite. But there is, I found this article po. According to Dole Information and Publication Service Director Rolly Francia, we will just wait, although we had preliminary word that the ban po ng Oman sa Pilipinas will be lifted alongside the effectivity of the travel ban to other countries that will end on September 5. See, ang keyword po is preliminary word that such will be lifted. I hope it will be lifted because I think the Philippines is living in the past. They think Delta is a new variant. Ang Delta po ay kalat na sa buong mundo. And Philippines, alam natin na 70% ng transmission is caused by Delta. It's kalat na din sa Pilipinas. We are not the source po. The Delta variants that we have now, majority are local na po siya, local transmission. Let's pray po na itong sinabi ni Dole Director Rola Francia ng Information and Publication Service ay totoo at talagang last na itong September 5 at malift na nga para makauwi na ng maayos yung mga kababayan natin. Speaking of OFW still, guys, OFW Group appealed for increased flight capacity quarantine facilities for seafarers. We talked about this before. A group of manning agencies, ALMA po, appealed to President Duterte to increase the flight passenger limit, the travel cap, and quarantine facilities for the Filipino seafarers. So this is what's happening. Once the seafarer finishes his contract, there's a ticket, pakauwi ng Pilipinas, and then while that seafarer is waiting for his flight, he's covered by the company. They're paying for his accommodation, food, ganun. And then, if that flight of that seafarer is cancelled, then the company would then pay for the extended stay, accommodation, food of that seafarer. And that makes our Filipino seafarers expensive to the eyes of the employers po. And this is costing their jobs. According to ALMA, international flight seats are randomly cancelled by the airline due to the passenger limits, which leaves seafarers extending tenure on board or stranded abroad. The ALMA has requested po an audience, a talk with the President and other concerned agencies to further discuss its request and draw action. The problem of travel cap po, yung mga flights that they get randomly canceled, there's a solution to that. Of course, the easy solution is that if they shorten the quarantine, then we won't have problems with lack of quarantine facilities because people will stay shorter. But they won't do that, not with this data. Then they can increase the number of quarantine hotels. So let's hope, let's pray that the President will be enlightened, that he will listen to them. So that is the update for today, guys. I was gonna share to you, a kababayan today went home through Cathay Pacific. Cathay Pacific po asked for 10 nights quarantine. Hay nako, last time it was the hotel and now it's the airline. See, some airlines po, they require 10 nights. How do you know if your airline will require 10 nights or 9 nights? Just visit their website. If you actually, ito madaling gawin. So for example, you're flying with Singapore Airlines. Actually, Singapore Airlines will email you about the requirements. But this is just an example. Singapore Airlines travel requirements to Philippines. Lalabas po yan first sa Google. Pinutin nyo lang. Or example, Philippine Airlines po, 9 nights only. And then, just for other airlines po, foreign airlines, you can visit their website. They actually post there the requirements po. So, if you want to be safe, para malaman nyo kung ano yung hahanapin upon check-in, then visit the airline's website. So, you know exactly what they will look for upon check-in for your flight to the Philippines. Sometimes they can be wrong. I know some airlines are still asking for Red Cross, E-CIF, or OFWs landing in Manila. That's not correct anymore, but yan pa rin iniisip nila. Kaya wala kayong choice kundi mag-comply para pasakayin kayo. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Mag-ingat po kayo and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'll see you again po. Bye-bye!